I'm probably finna sit here and record all my little videos today. Okay. Yeah, bro. I don't know what I was just thinking. Bro? Yeah, bro. You gotta be careful how you spend your time out here, bro. I think that's what's still on my mind, bro. Like, because I was just saying, like, damn, what would your day look like if every moment was intentful? Like, if every quarter of your day I look like, cause they say it's 24 hours in a day. Let's be real, like. Say you start your day off at goddamn 8 o'clock. So I like to break it up in quarters. So from 8 to 4, what that is, that's 12. So then another 4, that's 4. Then another 4, that's 8. Then another 4, that's 12 a.m. Around that time, really, whether you up or not, we gonna call that sleep time. So between, I said you get up at 8. So between, really you could say 6. But let's say that you break your day up in the quarters like that, like, and you start paying attention to what all your time going, and then it just be like, damn, what if you just make sure, like, instead of just like, okay, let me put it like this. What if throughout your day type shit, instead of spending how you usually would spend it to lead you up to the point that you at in this very moment, what if you just become a little more aware of what you're doing, and then you just be like, okay, let me spend 10, 15 minutes just doing this, because I know that doing this is more so aligned with that. Because everybody got a goal, right? Everybody got something out there in their mind that they would like to do, or that they, you know what I'm saying, get ideas of doing woo woo. Everybody got that. At least from what I've been around the scene, everybody got that shit. But what comes into play is they self-belief, like the belief of whether they can do it or not. Cause you'll talk to somebody, I'll talk to somebody, I ain't gonna say you, I'll talk to somebody and like I'll just be listening, and then like, feel me, eventually they come out, like they'll get eventually the passion come out type shit. So when you find out, then you get asked questions like, damn, why you don't do this, why you don't do that? 9 times out of 10, it's always an excuse, and the excuses be emotional. So then it comes down to like, I don't know, I honestly feel like mentally, I honestly feel like that mental and that emotional, like, I don't know which one comes first down there, like, cause you'll find some folks and they mental fucked up. And then, I mean, if your mental fucked up, your emotional already fucked up. Now, if your emotional fucked up and your mental decent, you can help that. But if your mental fucked up, your emotion probably fucked up. So I said like that. But anyways, not to just digress. Like, I'll be talking to somebody, bro, and like the passion come up, but then it's always like, okay, they don't want to do that, they don't want to do this, woo woo, or they feel like they can't do this and do that. But then you'll ask them how they spend their days, or I'll look and see how motherfuckers spend their day and be like, I mean, hell, if you just did a little more of this, or you just did less of that, you'll probably be in a way better position. Like, I don't know, people do what make them feel good. People do what they believe they can do. So, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker got this shit in their mind that they see, but they don't believe that they can get there, or they whatever, like they might not believe they can get there, or they might think of steps they can do, but they might think that them steps ain't gonna get them there, or it might just be fucking, they got other shit that they dealing with that's kind of in the way of them like stepping through and doing these things that they know that they need to be done, or that they know they can or the things that they know they can achieve. It might be something in the way blocking them from stepping and aligning with that. So that comes emotional. So mental would be if they believe that they can do it or not. Emotional would be something in the way of them from goddamn even taking the steps to do that. So I don't know, bro. I just be wanting to just put another perspective. Like, if there's something out here blocking you from doing anything, they got to be handled first. I'm not even gonna lie. You kind of gotta put the vision on pause, and you gotta figure out why anytime it comes to these ideas or these beliefs or these visions or anything, why does anytime it comes to this, you get the feeling like that, and then it probably break out into an array of whole other bullshit, like from you feeling like this, thinking about the vision or whatever, like that shit probably just release a whole goddamn wheel of shit. So that got to be handled first. So once that handled first, once you kind of once you gain awareness, because awareness comes first. Once you see something, once you're aware of it, then you get to asking what it is or why it is, and then when you ask questions and be honest with the answers, and don't fight the answers, don't judge the answers, just sit with the answers for a minute until they make sense. Like, damn, okay, I really get it now. When you ask questions and you don't fight the answers, you're able to kind of like move different, like type shit, because now you know better. When you know better, you do better. So if you've been moving like this, you've been acting like this, maybe you're not aware of the fact that I got these feelings built up behind this that's really stopping me. Maybe you're not aware of these things that's in your way at first, but once you become aware of these things, now you can work through them, you can work towards them. Now you can goddamn make more shit happen, you feel me? Because everything works together, bro. Like, it all works together. Like, you got the mind, you got the thoughts, you feel me? Then you got how you feel about things, or the feelings you get from being in different environments, or being around different type of people, or by taking part in certain things. Like, it's gonna all give you feelings. I know people like to just disregard the way they feel about shit, but that's the dumbest thing ever. Like, if you out here moving and you like, if you out like, I know, let me take a step back, bro. I know that some of us are more fortunate in this world, because we all live in this realm, but it's multiple worlds going on within this one world. I'll talk about that another day or another time, but there's multiple worlds going on. So I know that we are all born into this natural world, but within this natural world is another world, and in this other world, I know that some people aren't as fortunate as to be able to like really take care of their feelings like how they supposed to, take care of their emotions and shit. You feel me? So people are forced to be in survival mode. People are forced to do what they gotta do to be straight, at least to just be alive. Cause everybody wanna be alive type shit. So in this day and age, bro, it comes to a point where, are you going to continue to be like that? Like, once you discover, because if you don't know, you don't know. You feel me? You can't really fault somebody for shit that they not aware of. But when it becomes apparent that, damn, the way I've been moving, I'm surviving, like I'm here, but I ain't really here right now. Like, I ain't living. Like, I'm here, but I ain't living. Like, bro, like, nigga like me, I'm living out this bitch. I don't care if I got, nigga, I swear to God, I don't care if I'm down to my last dollar or if I got a pocket full of them bitches. I'm out here living how I want to, like, regardless of what I got, I'm gonna do with what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do with what I can. That's just how a young nigga moving. So, that being said, bro, once it becomes apparent that something is holding you back from moving in that direction that you deep down want to move, you gotta deal with it. Like, once you gotta deal with it. And like, of course, like, some people need help, some people can do it on their own, but just do what you gotta do at that point. Like, once you find out something is in that way, just goddamn sit with, like, fuck it, this video gonna be as long as it be, fuck it. When you find out some shit is in your way, none of this shit gonna be instant neither. Like, none of this shit be instant. But when you find out some shit is in your way, you really gotta first just like sit with it first. Like, you gotta just be like, damn, this is what it is. And then like, just let, like, I wanna say just let time do its part. Like, because once you start this journey of this, I'm not gonna even give it a name. Once you start this journey of, you feel me, of knowing yourself, that's what it is. It's knowing yourself. Once you get to know yourself more and understand where you are, what you are, why you are, you know what I'm saying? Then you can determine where you should go, what you should do, and why you should do it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to move past this shit. It just more coming to my mind about the emotional body. But hell, yeah, once you do that, bro, you can, once you establish that, like, once you kind of go into that, like, let's move past that a little bit, then you can goddamn go into the mental. Because once you establish the feelings, like what you feel, why you feel, once you come to a why you feel, then it becomes a mental. Because what you feel is what you feel. What is, you feel me? Why is the explanation behind it. So then you get into your whys, why you feel what you feel, or when do you feel whatever it is that you feel that you're trying to get a bottom to, like what triggers it, you know what I'm saying? It takes work, it takes a lot of questions, it takes commitment, it takes time to do this. Like, this shit ain't overnight though, but it's a commitment. It's the thing that one who really wants to live life has to do. Like, if you really want to live life, you got to do this shit. This ain't something that, you feel me, you can just start. And once you start this shit too, you can't really put it down. I mean, maybe you can, I don't know, but I don't see how a motherfucker could. Like, once, just think about it, you start asking yourself questions, you start paying attention to more things. Because we was just talking about, goddamn paying attention to where all your time going. Feel me, break your days up in quarters and just trying to get more shit done. Feel me? And then when it comes to why I can't get these things done, well, what's in the way? Why are these things in the way? Most things really come down to how they make you feel. Real talk, like the logic, like if it makes sense in your mind and how it make you feel, that's where this shit, you can kind of simplify most of this shit too. Like, a lot of people smoke because of how it make it feel, so they disregard the factual knowledge of most of that shit is killing you. Like, just, we ain't even gonna sugarcoat it, this shit killing you, because if it ain't healing you, it's killing you, you feel me? Or it's stealing you. So, like, most folks smoke because of how it feels, and they get that feeling instantly, so it's like, why would I need to go put in the work to go do all this other shit when I could just do this real quick and feel good? That's the mindset behind it. Whether you conscious or not, that's what it is. And don't, you feel me? When I speak on this, I don't want a motherfucker to like, think I'm belittling them, because I still like to indulge a little bit. It just, you feel me, I'm aware. Like, my awareness is different now, so I'm taking different approaches to my life. So, yeah, I just simplify like that. Like, people drink because they like how I make it feel, and it's quick. Feel me? I can go goddamn purchase this bottle of liquor. I can drink me have me a couple shots, have me a couple cups, and I'm about to be lit. You feel me? And like, in the world where a lot of us are hurting, a lot of us got a lot of pain that we carry every day, and a lot of us is just the way that life is set up for us, because once upon a time I felt like I was born in a world I wasn't meant to be born in, or I felt like I was born in a world that wasn't meant for me to thrive in. But then I started learning more about this world, and it started making more sense to me. So most of us are hurting, bro. Real shit. Most of us is just hurt. Most of us is carrying a lot of pain with us. And, bro, you gotta, like, I ain't gonna say you got to, but, because pain is pain. Like, it's always reason behind it too. We always feel entitled to feel how we feel, but it comes down to the simple fact that feelings are to be felt, and that's it. Like, when you feel some shit, you feel it, and then it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to be in like a wave. It's like a wave might hit your ass, but then the water, you look back, you see the wave still going, and you know what I'm saying, it's like emotions is fluid. They don't just, you're not supposed to sit, like, you're not supposed to hold on to a feeling. You're not supposed to identify with a feeling, with a emotion. You feel what you feel. You can ask yourself why to get to the bottom of it, but when you feel what you feel, you can just be aware of the fact that you're feeling like this and just move on, let time flow. But because a lot of us is hurting and holding on to that hurt, a lot of us is dissatisfied with our realities. Instead of doing the work that we deep down know we could do, because we all grown, we all in the age where this shit is in our face, you feel me? We all know we could be going about shit different ways. It's just not as easy for all of us to do those things. Like, it ain't easy for a motherfucker to put down food that they've been eating their whole life. They might be holding them back, fucking their body up, woo-woo, because emotional attachments to this food and chemical imbalances. But we're not gonna get that deep yet. We're just gonna talk about the mental and the emotional. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that easy putting down foods that's affecting us in negative ways because of how they make us feel in the moment. Feel me? That instant gratification type of shit. But I don't want to talk about that shit too much either. I just want to talk about the fact that, like, we do things to make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of us are aware of the fact that, hey, although these things might make us feel good, in the long run, they gonna kill us. So we need to change our mindsets. Because once you also start learning about the power of the brain and stuff, I ain't trying to get too nerdy and shit, but, like, fuck all that. When you really start learning about the power of your mind and your brain, you start realizing that, bro, this whole world we living in is perceived right here. Like, it starts to make more sense the more you learn about it and the more you embody it. So, like, we really, like, we living in it, we physically in it. Like, you can look down and see, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, this my arm, like, this 8 arm type shit, and, you know, all that shit. But, like, when it comes to beliefs, ideas, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, what we look on TV and see, like, all that shit is perceived through here. That's why everybody got their own different shows that they favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not like that show, but it's because of how I perceive it and what comes to mind when I watch it and how I feel when I watch it. You might love that shit, though, because of what you feel and what you see in your mind when you watch it. So you feel me? Like, it should come back down to just what makes us feel good, what we like to do, what we live off of type shit. And, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker happy with where they at, if a motherfucker content with where they at, or if a motherfucker just not ready to just start that journey of doing what would need to be done to change their current situation, then you feel me? You can't fault them. You can't goddamn beat their ass. Or you can't look down upon that motherfucker. You can't look down upon them. Feel what I'm saying? Because everybody human. We are all, well, you know what I'm saying, humans. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? We all human in this bit. Like, everybody was born with a different set of hands, like a different set of hand, like cards. Like, everybody was, born with a different set of hands, dealt a different hand to play. You feel me? Everybody got a different play style in this bitch. So we all got a different set of hands. We all got our own different type of play styles, and we all got a different objective to how we want to win the game and what winning the game look like for us. And there's so many different ways to play this game that we all in right now. And although we didn't ask to be born, we didn't ask to take role in this little game that's going on, we still in it. So my question to people be, is you just gonna, like, you in this bitch, like, you in this game, like, you in this bitch. So is you gonna goddamn, because I didn't, believe me, boy, when I say, boy, I didn't try to say fuck this game. Like, I never really wanted to just, you feel me, just say fuck life itself. But I swear to God, I've been on some shit like, bro, I'm gonna live how I want to, like, on some shit. But I realize, bro, like, straight up, I realize there's levels to this shit. It's a process to this shit. Like, you can't just be out this bitch doing anything without no type of backing behind it. You feel me? You gonna find you gonna be asked out, because like I said, it's a system to this shit. It's a way to play this shit. But my thing is, you could play this shit however you want to play it once you just start looking around and asking questions. You feel me? Like, it come down to just that. Just start looking around. Look into yourself. If you looked around most of your life, look within. If you didn't look within yourself most of your life, look without type shit. It just depends on the individual. And bringing my point back, just to make sure I don't get too far off topic, just talking, just bringing my point back, like, on some shit, like, just imagine if anything that you like, just imagine throughout your days, if, you know what I'm saying, through the quarters of your days, if you just spent, like, you put your energy, like, the energy that you invest into these shows to see what these people got going on, because people identify with this shit. So, like, we create identities behind things that other people are, shit. We create identities with things that other people are doing type shit. Like, motherfuckers, like, niggas who like sports and shit, we identify with the players and shit because we living through these players and shit. But motherfuckers ain't even think, like, if you ain't capable, you ain't capable. But motherfucker ain't think like, damn, what if I put all the work? Like, what if I got down, turn this shit off and go out there and got down and do this work? And, you know what I'm saying, even if I don't make it to that, where he at, what if I can got down and do my own thing? You see what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. It just, people identify with the things that they consume and shit. But what if you just go within yourself and figure out, like, what I got to offer to the world? Because I swear to God, like, and that's another thing too. A lot of people feel like what they got to offer ain't valuable. But my thing is, bruh, anything that you consume, at least you could say this, anything that you consume as a soul or as an individual, there's a market for it. Because if you're consuming it, think about how many people also possibly be consuming it. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you go and click on the video, you look at the views and the comments and whatnot. So getting out the belief that, damn, like, if I was to do it, it wouldn't work for me. Why wouldn't it work for you? It's working for them. What makes y'all different? Feel me? Like, what makes y'all different in the sense that they can do it and you can't? If that's some shit that you feel like, you know, that's your lane, you know? Because I know, like, I don't know, bro, like, I don't know. Everybody be out this bitch trying to do what somebody else doing. Like, everybody see what they doing, so I'm gonna do what they do because they good at it, they successful in it. Well, I don't try and do it too. And that's cool to try and do some shit that you see somebody else doing, but, like, Like, I'm talking about as far as you see something within you that you feel like you could slick do. Like, you would be happy doing this shit. Like, regardless of what it's come with, you'll be happy doing this shit. But instead of just taking the risk, or instead of investing in yourself, or just doing you, saying fuck what everybody else say, you're gonna just do what somebody else doing because you see it work. Like, you gonna play it safe type shit. Like, you see that somebody else, but is that really playing it safe though? Like, is they really even playing it safe? Because if I see somebody else successful in it, you don't know how much work, how much effort, how many fucking dark nights, you don't know what a motherfucker been through to get to a certain point. So just because you see somebody at another point and they successful in it, that don't mean that you gonna be successful in it. So whole time, you gonna goddamn waste your time, your energy, your essence into some whole other shit that you don't even care for doing. You don't even give a fuck about that shit. But we in a world where we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. Yes, I'm already knowing about that. But I'm talking about once you get to a certain point that you kind of goddamn, you got a little room to kind of change how you move and type shit, because you got to do what you got to do until you ain't got to do it no more. Like, I'm aware of that shit. I know how this shit be out here. I know how this shit go out here. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about once you get yourself to a little point where you can like move how you kind of want to. Like, you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pace yourself. You can't necessarily dive in 12 feet water not knowing how to swim. But hell, you might have been in the water a little bit enough so you know how to doggy paddle around this bitch. You might know how to stay afloat. Like, that's enough. So once you in that moment, then it's like, damn, maybe I can step outside of this shit. But the problem be our comfort zones, bro. Like, when they say get out your comfort zone, of course, you ain't got to just jump completely out of it, but just taking small steps to just align yourself with what you want to do, what you see, what you be, whatever you picking up on, like that type shit. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's all I'm talking about. So, like, I know, like, this video gonna kind of be all over the place and shit. I know it, but yeah, that's why I be having to kind of bring myself back to the points I'm making, just to make sure I'm staying in flow. But yeah, bro. That's what I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking about right now. Just utilizing all of my time to the best of my ability, like, because I swear to God, like, trying to get this long ass blanket off the floor here. But I swear to God, bro, like, I want somebody to tell me, other than what's not possible to you. Like, we know what's not possible in this bitch. Like, what goes against physics and all that other shit. But on some real shit, like, if you see it in your mind, though, if you righteous see some shit in your mind, how can it not be possible if you literally see it? Feel me? How can it not be? Only person can get in your way is who? I'm gonna let you answer that shit. I ain't gonna answer that shit for you. Who can get in your way? Who can stop you? I'm not gonna get in your way. A nigga like me I'm not. Takai not gonna get in your way. Cause I want it, bro. I want to see everybody. Like, I get turned up. I swear to God, I get turned up. Will turn this up. Will turn me up. Is when I just see somebody. It don't matter what they doing. When I see somebody in their own lane being great at what they doing and just they do that shit. Like, that's what they do. That's what turned me up, bro. That's what turned me up the most. Like, you can be out this bitch being a butcher. You could cut meat. But you got a technique to how you chop that shit. And you chop that shit so smooth and you get so much of that shit done. That's why niggas be on TikTok just looking like, damn. Just looking at this shit. You don't even know why you watching that shit. It's because you can tell that what they doing, they great at what they doing, and they've been doing it for a minute. It's the dedication, it's the commitment to it. You know that this is what they do. Like, if any, like, it don't matter, like, what made Kobe so great was the fact that, hell yeah, this nigga ride basketball. Like, hell yeah, this nigga doing niggas in on the court. But what made that nigga so great was what? That nigga mindset. Cause where the fuck did he get that from? That was him. Like, it didn't even matter if Kobe didn't want to be a basketball player no more and that nigga wanted to blow up balloons, that nigga was gonna be the best balloon blower upper on my mama. He was gonna blow the best balloons because of his mindset, bro. So it start up here. It really start here. It start in your gut, but it start up here type shit though. Like, what goes on up here, on my what you allow to go on up here, because I the thoughts that we as people, or not gonna say people, that we as humans experience is really just determined off the frequency we at that moment. And when I say frequency, I'm talking about the environment we in, what's going on in that environment, how we feel that day or how we feel that moment, what we are consuming at that time, whether it be, you know, physically or through the media. Like if I'm sitting here watching something, that's gonna influence what's going on up here. Where I'm at gonna influence what's going on up here. The people I'm around gonna influence what's going on up here. And I don't care what nobody say. I swear to God, I don't. You, as a human being, cannot say there ain't nobody in this bitch well, yeah, you can't really say there ain't nobody influence you. Like, you telling me you ain't never just been hanging around some folks and you find yourself in a situation or just you just look and you realize like, damn, I'd rather be doing some more shit. If you around some people or if you in this situation and you not doing what you really want to be doing, if it ain't for survival, it's for what? What's the word? It was supposed to be quicker than that. If it ain't for survival, it's for what? It's for damn, what's the word? Acceptance. It's for acceptance. Come on. Because if I'm sitting here doing shit I genuinely don't want to be doing, and like I don't have a real reason to be doing it, what the fuck I'm doing it for? Why I'm doing it? Am I doing it because I think that this is what's gonna be acceptable to other people as far as like, cause I could tell them I'm doing this and they not gonna fuck with that. If I'm doing this shit over here and I'm fucking with it, but motherfucker gonna call this shit weird. They gonna call it lame. They gonna whatever they say about it. Is that why I'm not doing it? Am I not doing this shit because I don't believe that I can do it? Am I not doing this shit because maybe my circumstances is refraining me from doing it? Am I not doing it because I gotta take some more steps before I can do it? Like, it's just shit like that. But I'm talking about people who just doing some shit or not doing some shit because society gonna tell them that they shouldn't be doing it. I mean this. Look, hold on. Let me put my pants up and shit. Let me show y'all my hands on my knees when I do this shit, boy. Let me get the whole stance right. Fuck society, bro. Society is what you as an individual makes it. And I mean that, like, genuinely, like, think about that for a minute. Let that shit just sit in your psyche for a minute. Like, this shit what you make it, bro. Like, this shit's what you make it, bro. I gotta tell y'all that's a story one of these days, bro. Cause I'm telling you, bro, this shit is what you make it, bro. And like, once you accept whatever your reality is, I'm not gonna say that's gonna be a loss or a win. It's just whatever it is to you. But once, like, in a situation, I get specific, fuck it. In a situation where, this shit cover my ear, that's why I keep trying to move it. In a situation where, goddamn, you in a circumstance that you don't want to be in, your situation fucked up. And like I said, life ain't instant type shit. Like, it's certain things that can be instant, but anything that comes super quick, it's not valued. It's not, because it's like, most things in this life are earned. Like, most things in this life it's a process behind it. It ain't just some shit down there happening at the snap of a finger. You might want to just think about, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? But if you in the circumstance type shit, like, and you ain't happy with it, like, you ain't fucking with it, either you gonna accept it or you gonna do what you gotta do to change it. It just come down to that. Either you gonna accept that shit or you gonna do whatever you gotta do to change it. You gonna do whatever. And sometimes that might take help. That might take seeking help. That shit gonna look like, it's gonna look different for every single entity that listens to this video, that this video come across. That shit gonna look different. But hell, it comes down to just your commitment to who you are. Like, it's you. Ain't nobody else gonna do this shit for you. Like, because you're either creating your own reality or you just a part of somebody else's. That's how I see it. And ain't nothing wrong being a part of somebody else's reality. But at least if you a part of somebody else's reality, you a part of it still in your own power type shit. Like, you know, like, you not just a pawn to somebody else's game. You got your own shit going on too. And like, y'all able to like, what people be saying when, like, just, I don't know, some whole other shit. Like, it's a saying that people have. It's like, I think it's a force to be reckoned with type shit. Like, you'll be a force to be reckoned with type shit. Like, if you, at least in that case, like, if you in somebody else's reality, but you still operating within your own, you know, you still take care of you type shit. This shit what you make it though. I know that for sure. This shit what you make it on mom. On God. Whatever it is that you wanna, whatever it is you wanna get done in this bit, all you gotta do is goddamn envision it. Like if you could see it, it could be done. All you gotta do is envision it and ask yourself, how do I get there? Whatever comes to you as far as how do you get there, do that. That's it. Just do that. Don't listen to nobody. Only listen to the people that you feel called to listen to. Trust yourself on that. Cause I at least in my experience, I get advice from somebody on some shit, and their advice ain't good advice. Everybody don't give good advice. It's just that simple. And I feel like what makes a person be able to give good advice is their ability to connect to you individually in a certain situation. Like I know if I know you, like me and you having a one-on-one, I'm talking to you, and you telling me your situation, you know, you just want to get a little insight. Me, the quality of insight I'll be able to give you will be based upon how well I know you. And how well I know you is based upon how well I know myself. But say we in the best scenario possible, like, and if I can see your situation and I can see if I can put myself in your shoes type shit, and I can goddamn imagine me as you going through shit, then yeah, I'll be able to see it, and then I can give you real advice. Because people like this bitch, everybody be listening to the next man and shit. Like, why you listen to another motherfucker that ain't you? And the only answer to that is I don't trust my own thinking. What? I ain't gonna lie, it's okay to need a little advice. It's okay to kind of get outside yourself sometimes, but to just completely not trust your own self, to completely need a whole nother motherfucker to think for you, to completely need a whole nother motherfucker to feel for you. You can't do that shit for yourself, or you don't know how to, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta structure your life. You gotta know how to structure your life a certain way, bro. Like, and in this day and age, bro, I don't think it's time. Like, I don't think none of us really got time to be out this bitch bullshitting, bro. Like, I don't know, I gotta take this shit off. Fuck this shit, I'll be 100. Or I'll keep this shit on my arm. I don't think we got time to be out this bitch bullshitting, bro. Like, nah, fuck, I'm gonna take it off. Cause I gotta get real. I gotta get real at this bitch, bro. I gotta see. But yeah, bro, I don't think we really got time to be out this bitch bullshitting, cuz. And I mean that shit in the sense of, bro, like, we in a, like, what's today? Let me see. It's goddamn January 8th, 2023. Sunday, whatever. Look up, look around. Look up and look around. Look at where your daddy at. If your daddy's still here, or even if your daddy here and not in your life, whatever, just look at where your daddy at. Look at where your mama at. Look at where your grandma at. Look at where your granddaddy at if you got one. Just look at the people around you. Look at your friends. Look at what your friends doing. Think about, like, just observe how they spend their days. Observe how your grandmas and how your mama, how your daddy spend their day. Think about their life up until this point. Like, they childhood, they upbringing. Think about all the shit they taught you. Think about, just think. Just sit here and just think. Just take a time. If you, like I said, if you somebody who ain't really looked at all these things, do this. If you somebody who already been doing all this thinking and just processing woo-woo, you done did this shit enough now. It's time to goddamn get out this bitch and start making shit happen. You done observed enough. You know now. Trust yourself. You good. But to the people that ain't really done this, just sit around, look around. Look at your people. And just ask yourself, do you want to be in the same position as these people right here? Are these people that you really on the deep, like in the grand scale of things? Because I know we all just we live in life at the same time. So like you can analyze life and you can just live it. You know what I'm saying? We all living it though. So as far as life, man, like as far as us living life, like, you know what I'm saying? Is you like, do you want to be living life like how these people are right now? Like, most of us, that's a hell nah, but I want to get deeper into it, like on some shit like, you know that your folks, like if you look at the folks around you, you know that the decisions that they made led them up to this current point, whether they in a good place or a bad or a negative place. I say positive, negative. Positive meaning, positive being that they're able to do more, negative meaning they're not able to do as much, at least. So if you look around, you know what I'm saying, your situation, just you individually, y'all look, or whoever, if it's a group watching, y'all, if y'all just sit around looking, just ask yourself, do I want to end up like that? Do I want to end up anything like that? Do I want to even be a alternative variation to what this is, to what that is, to what she is, to what he is? Do I want to be like my grandma? Do I want to be like my dad? Do I want to, or am I already like them in a way? And what does that mean for me? Like, just start getting to know yourself more on my real shit. Like, when you do this, and if the answer is no, because I know we all, like, I think us as humans gonna all automatically, like, look to something as a guy. We gonna find something and make it a guy damn near, because it's like, I see that, I like what that motherfucker doing over there. I like his energy. I like her energy. I fuck with that. I like that. I wanna be like that type shit. Or I wanna be like of that. Like, I wanna goddamn, cause I don't ever look at nobody and be like, I wanna be like them. But I look at somebody and I can tell like they doing they shit. I wanna be doing my shit type shit. That's how I be like. I don't ever look at somebody and be like, I wanna get like they are. And it's like, in the sense of what I just said, I'm pretty much gonna repeat what I said. So sit down or stand up, fuck, take a walk, take a jog, jump rope, get in the gym, do something, just start really getting serious about what you want out of this shit, because like I said, we had, like, motherfuckers is dying, like, motherfuckers been dying since we was what, 15, 16. Niggas been dying, bro. Motherfuckers is out this whole perishing. I ain't trying to say that insensitively, like, but motherfuckers is out here not being here no more, like, and we all just be like, I know, because based on how life been, like, we expect our closest ones to goddamn be there when we wake up in the morning, whatever, but what if they not? I done lost folks. I don't like to highlight it, but I done lost people, and anybody who know me personally know who I really lost that really, like, you know, started life for me. But niggas done lost people, so it's like, I know firsthand for a fact, like, this shit real. Like, folks be acting like life is a game. Life, it's a, like I said, it's two worlds going on. So there is a game of life, but life itself is real. You know what I'm saying? And you as an individual got to get serious about this shit. And at the end of the day, bro, how I look at it, bro, if every day I wake up and I goddamn set my day up with just the most intention throughout every day. I mean, a nigga gonna have his days where he kind of want to rest more. He gonna need more rest. He gonna want to just chill. He might want to fuck off a little bit, just be on some bullshit someday. Cause that's my character. But if every day I just be as intentful as possible, and I pay attention to the thoughts that I have, and I make sure that I'm in the right places. The right places being places that I know ain't the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not know the exact places you need to be at, but you know damn sure you don't need to be over here. So as long as you ain't over there, you good. If I got down, set my, like, make sure I'm aware, I'm paying attention to what's going on up here. I'm paying attention to where I'm placing myself at. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the most with what I have. Not worrying about what I don't have, because what you don't have, you don't. I don't even like to think about what I don't have. I only think about what I do have and what I will have. So shit, you think about that, and you really just think about, okay, what I got. What can I do with what I got? Think about it like this. We all, like, all of us consume social media all day fucking long. Whether we goddamn posting on it or just own it. We own this bitch. Like, we own this bitch. It's the part of life now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's real life going on behind this shit though. Like, even the content you consuming, you're not seeing them goddamn, you're not seeing the effort that they put into even making content for y'all to consume. Like, it's real life going on around what we see on just this little ass screen, like, on just this little shit here. Like, you know what I'm saying? People's whole life gonna, like, be based upon what the fuck they see on this whole. Not even paying attention to the fact that, do you control what comes up on your feed other than who you follow? You don't control the order it come up in. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it be shit popping up on our shit. We don't even follow. It just be on there. It's like, what the fuck this shit come from? So you're not even controlling what half this shit that's popping up on this bitch righteous is, unless you really controlling it. You know what I'm saying? So most of us is just consuming shit all day long, consuming, never really just sitting with what we consuming, and even just, like, thinking for ourselves, bro. Like, just consuming, taking on other folks' beliefs, taking on other people's pain, taking on other people's perspectives, and not acting through your own. And that's the issue I see. just as I don't know, encounter a lot of different entities within this realm we live in, bro. And I don't like that shit. And I'm getting tired of it because it's too much in my circle now. And like anybody who know me, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I was about to say anybody who know me know what I've been on, but I'm at a point they must not. They must have thought I was bullshitting all this time. Like I think a lot of people be thinking I just be talking. So I did what I needed to be done about that. But a lot of people, I think, just felt like I'd be talking. But this shit real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, bro. Just don't be a sucker out this hoe, bro. Don't be out this hoe just letting a motherfucker create your life for you. You know what I'm saying? When you capable of doing it yourself, you feel like a motherfucker need to think for you. By all means, that's your life, hell. Whatever. But don't, if you somebody who righteous, this shit really for somebody who just need to hear this shit, righteous. You know if you need to hear this shit. You know if this shit resonate with you. So it's like, if you somebody out there, ho, and like you might not, you somebody out here who want something, anything. It don't matter what it is. If you want it, just know for a fact, at least know this. At least walk away from looking at this little shit with this. If you can see it, like if you can see it without it righteous being there, it could be obtained. It's all about doing what needs to be done to obtain it. And don't look at none of this shit as hard work. Like, don't look at none of this shit like, bro, I gotta do all this to make, nah.
What you out here doing?
I'm making content. Be out there, bitch, knowing like I said, if you can see it, you can see anything righteous. If you can see it, it can be obtained. And it's all about goddamn what I gotta do to obtain it. Don't ever sell your soul. Don't ever go against yourself. That's what selling your soul is. Don't ever go against yourself. Like, you are yourself. Like, even the bad thoughts, you gotta look at it like the good thoughts. All that shit is all within one, like, it's all one type shit. So goddamn, you can see it, you can obtain it. It's all about what you gotta do to obtain it. But don't sell out. Don't never go against yourself. Just don't be in no rush either. Like, don't be out this bitch thinking like I gotta have this shit by tomorrow, because no, you don't. Why you gotta have it by tomorrow? You don't have it now. Why you gotta have it by tomorrow? Stupid. But fuck that. I meant what I said. So boom. What I gotta do? How I gotta go about the obtaining what I want to obtain? Like what I gotta do to obtain this? Feel me? Once it start coming to your mind, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's you got a list of steps you already know to take, or maybe one step come to mind. Just do that and just pace yourself. Be patient. Patient means you know it's coming. Like, when you being patient, you know some shit is on this way, so you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta be goddamn stressed out about some shit coming your way. You know it's coming. That's what being patient is. You know what I'm saying? You only gotta act all like if you doubting that it's gonna be there. Like, when you know some shit for you, like when you know, like when you really just know, like I ain't gonna trip. I know I'm gonna be straight. Like that energy, like I don't trip about shit. I know I'm gonna be good. It don't matter what, like that makes you able to be comfortable where you are, because you know you're gonna be good regardless. Even if you don't be good, you know that you not being good, it's still gonna be you being good. Like, anyways, this, like I said, this for somebody who want anything, who just want something. You know what I'm saying? If you can see it, because I'm pretty sure you see it. You want it, so you see it. You've seen somebody else with what you want, or you just always just was able to see something, but you just don't, like, you don't see it, but you see it. You see what I'm saying? If that's something you experience, on God, it can be on God, that shit can be obtained on everything. Like, I don't even know what to put it on, but on God, that shit can be obtained. And then you just align yourself with that shit. Align means, okay, I see this shit here, whatever. I want it to be a box. I see this shit here. I don't need to be over here. Hold on, let me get down, make sure I don't need to be over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be all the way over here. I need to align with it. You know what I'm saying? And although I'm not here with it, I'm aligning with it. So once I align with it, all I gotta do is just take steps. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really showing it. All I gotta do is take little steps. And look, little steps. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now. That's all I gotta do on my mama. And that's it. On God. Create your own support. If you cannot create your own support, be your own support. Feel me? Don't when it comes to whatever you want, when it comes down to whatever the fuck you want out here, you can't let anything come in between what you want. Like, you can't let anything become between who you, like, you and what you want. You can't. Because do you really want it? You really want that shit? You really want that shit? Go get that shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. It comes down to, you can't even, that's why I said, that's why I was talking about when I was talking about an enemy. Because if you not helping me get to where I want to be, I gotta look at you like an enemy. I got to. You an enemy. You an enemy, bro. I got to. Like, because you fucking me up. Like, you fucking me up. And, like, that's how you kind of gotta, that's the mindset you kind of gotta have at this whole, like, you kind of gotta have that mindset, because it's like, bro, people don't give a fuck about you. Like, the people that care about you, woo-woo, but when it comes down to the things that you want and what you trying to get out of life, these folks don't care about that shit for real. These folks just, like, they fuck with you for what you good for in their life. You see what I'm saying? They fuck with you for what you good for in their life. These people don't give a fuck whether you accomplish the shit you truly want to accomplish or not, because that's not their goals. You feel me? They got different goals. So this is for the people who got goals, and you feel me? They may not got the belief they want. I can't stand when this happens. This is for the people who got goals and they may not believe they can accomplish them, which I hate for you to feel like that. Or they might feel like they ain't got enough support, like people to support them to goddamn accomplish what they want. Or they feel like they family holding them back. Or, my nigga, I ain't gonna lie, when it come down to some shit you want, to me at least, when it come down to some shit you want, bro, you gotta be willing to goddamn go without food. You gotta be willing to sleep on the street. That's how I feel, like, genuine. That's just me. But that's real though. Like, I feel like it's real nigga shit. Like, if you want something out here, like, you gotta be willing to sacrifice your you gotta go all in, bro. It don't matter if you just want a car. You know what I'm saying? You just want a car out there, big. You want that car, you gonna do whatever you like. I hope you gonna sell your soul for no car, but you gonna do what you gotta do to get that car, cause that's what you want. That's just what you want. You see yourself in it. You wanna drive that fucking car. That's what it is. You want jewelry. You gonna do whatever you can to shine. That what most niggas really want. Most niggas just want to shine out there, ho. Most niggas just want to goddamn get out here and just be respected. Most folks want to be respected for what they do. You know what I'm saying? And when people ain't being respected for what they do, they goddamn start doing some more shit that they don't even care to do because they want to be respected. But it's like, me at least, I don't look at life like that, because I will be respected. That's just simple. That's how I look at it. I will be respected. And I will be respected for what I do. And you feel me? Respect me for who I am, not for that I'm not. Like, feel me? That's what it is. It just come down to that. Like, I don't know. But you want you some jewelry out here, you gonna do what you can to shine, bro. You want some money. That's the easiest thing to get out here, because, like, folks be overthinking money. Folks overthink it. Like, bro, money is just the energy exchange. You exchange money for the things that you want and need. You feel me? The problem is people only think about limited ways to earn that shit when, bruh, do you understand? Do you understand there's damn near a market and industry for everything? Do you really, like, I don't think people really understand, like, how much money is really in this, like, that might be another video, bro, but most folks, you want some money, go get some money, like, go hustle. Go pick something up and trade it for money. That's really all you doing when you selling something. You getting your hands on something, trading for dollars. That's all you doing. You gotta you gonna either get them dollars and get more shit and trade it for more dollars, or you gonna put them dollars in whatever you do with them. But that's easy as fuck. Or you gonna do something for somebody, go get some dollars. You feel me? Go teach somebody something, get some dollars. You feel me? Go goddamn, what else? Pick up something, trade it. Do something for somebody. Teach something to somebody. Or goddamn, them really three ways. You can't really step into other ways to earn until you really master one of them three. But that's money. But I'm just talking about, if you want anything out this bitch, bro, anything, it don't matter. Like, you want love out this bitch, you gonna do what you kind of gotta do to be loved. I mean, to get love, you gonna want to love yourself. You gonna want to establish. You gonna want to first. If you want love out this bitch, you gonna want to establish, how do I want to be loved? What does love look like to me? You feel me? What does true love look like to I? You know what I'm saying? Cause I and me is different. And I go into that another day. But what true love look like to I. And then once you start loving yourself a little more, or once you start identifying well, you at least what you don't want it, because I think that's the easiest first, like what we don't want. But we know what we don't want won't be unless we align with that. So we only have to align. We only must align ourselves with the things that we do want. So we gotta love ourselves correctly, because I'll love you improperly if I don't know how to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it come down to that. Like, you feel me? Think about it like this. Like, I eat plant-based. I like to exercise. You know what I'm saying? I like to be on some different shit. So, for a motherfucker to love me properly, shit, motherfucker might take me to the gym. Motherfucker might offer me to go to the gym. A motherfucker might offer to work out with me. Or, you know what I'm saying, put me on a different type of workout. Like, motherfucker might got down. Like, it be little shit like that. But if you want true love, you want to show how you want to be loved. You take yourself out. You show people the things that you like to be, that you like to do. You show people how you like to be talked to, how you like to be spoken to. You know what I'm saying? You love people the way that you want to be loved, type shit. Like, you must, like, in this life, you must be that you are looking to receive out this bitch. Like, whatever you are looking to get out of this world, you must already be it to receive it, is what I'm saying. And with that, I think I'm gonna go and end this little video here, y'all, man. Y'all be safe, bro. Y'all be easy out this bitch.